I will give a brief summary on the documentary video Santa's Workshop inside China's slave labor toy factories. First of all, China has been the market for other big companies from Europe, such as Top Toy, Brio, Airlines, and Coop, because China can serve their demands on huge labor market with low labor costs. So they choose China to be their supplier because they can get high production with low cost. Hong Kong has been the center for local citizens to get a better job and better wages. From the documentary, we can see that workers who work in some of the factories, especially toy factories, are facing injustice because of the poor management. Firstly, long working hours. The workers are forced to work longer than the maximum working hour because they need to complete the orders from the customers. From the interview, toy factory workers are working for 13 hours a day for the whole week without a single day for holiday. Next, poor working condition and environment. Some workers are exhausted and fainted during work because the poor working condition and long working hour. Some also hurt themselves because they are really tired and not in their best condition to work. The lack of equipment also cause them to get hurt because they are dealing with high temperature materials and their skin can get burned. Plus, they are not paid equitable with their long working hours. There are no minimum wages set up for the workers. If they want to get more income, they need to work overtime. This also causes workers to stay in uncomfortable dormitory because they cannot afford to spend their money outside of the factory. Lastly, the workers don't have a place to voice for their dissatisfaction because they cannot establish a trade union among themselves. The establishment of trade union can cause the violation of the local regulation and they can get fired from their work.
Now I will explain some elements that related to the documentary that we have choose, titled Santa's Workshop. Management is a common word that can be described as planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. First of all is human resources. Human resources could be defined as a strategic approach to the efficient and effective management of people in a company or organization. This organization hire people. According to the manager, 90% of the workers are women. They came all the way from province in China to get a better wages. The organization fulfill the human resources when they hire people from provinces China to work at their factory to gain more profit. There are two assumptions of theory that provided in the human resources perspective. First is theory Y. Theory Y means that the employees will make self-direction to achieve the company's goals. Meanwhile, in theory S, it tells us about the workers. Based on the organization, the manager seems to use theory S because the workers prefer to be directed as long as they are given some wages. According to the video, it shows that the manager does not apply ethics and social responsibility when they does not set any minimum rate of wages, but they give the wages based on the level of speed of the workers. For example, the slow workers will earn about 300 yuan, while the fast workers who does their work faster than others possibly to earn about 400 to 500 yuan. Meanwhile, the workers who did the overtime will earn about 800 yuan.
Based on the video, there are many managers who manage the factory, such as top manager to subordinate managers in 13 divisions. There are managers who are not responsible for their employees. This is because the managers who manage the factory do not take care of the safety of the workers, and they do not care about the safety features of the workers in the workplace. They need to make improvements in terms of employee safety and workplace atmosphere. For example, in the factory there are many women workers because women workers are easy to manage and obey every instruction given. Female workers had to do their jobs such as lifting heavy objects and controlling hot machines. Next, there are managers who are not concerned about the welfare of their employees. The factory manager does not care about the workers in terms of food, drink, shelter, treatment, medicine, and so on. Managers don't take notice and don't care about their employees who have eaten or haven't because they have been working for too long. The manager also did not care about the employees who had to share a room with 20 people in each room. In addition, there are also inhuman managers. The factory managers force their workers to work overtime, or else they will not get their monthly salary. In one case, one of them stated that he had to work 7 days a week without a break from 6 a.m. to midnight. During the peak when manufacturing contracts flood the factory, they had to work until dawn. Imagine 6 a.m. to around 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. and then you start working 6 a.m. again. This is not to forget the small salary they get from all the work done. They will only get 700 till 800 yuan a month if half profits. Managers only know to reap half profits and are only selfish over the efforts of their employees. In conclusion, the video is very much related to the topic of management that we have studied. Based on the video as well, we have described many negative issues related to certain topics. These are the backbone of a company. Therefore, managers must play a role in managing the company, and managers also need to care about the welfare and safety of their employees so that their company can thrive around the world.
In the Samsul's workshop documentary, we have prepared some of the lessons. First and foremost, the work environment must be in good working order. In this documentary, it is shown that the temperature of the plastic toy factory was extremely high due to the 200 Celsius temperature of the plastic material, caused the factory's environment to become extremely hot, and according to the factory manager, the temperature in the summertime of the workshop is even higher, cause breathing difficulties. In reality, bad working conditions have a detrimental impact on job satisfaction. Besides, perform a work rotation. This is because in order to keep the staff from becoming bored, they adopt a complacent attitude and got fatigued. For example, because they had no option, the workers at Santa's workshop worked 7 days a week for 20 hours a day, and they acknowledged that they were busy. They asked, aged, and they could sleep at night owing to the inability to take breaks. As a result, job rotation would benefit employees in a variety of ways, including their health and responsibilities. Next, safety first. Employers must ensure that their business and its employees are protected from harm. For example, because the noise level at Santa's workshop was quite high, the employer must supply earmuffs and ensure that all of their employees are wearing them, as well as safety equipment. This is to avoid suffering. The other is to ensure that the emergency exit is not obstructed by any items, allowing people to flee in the event of an accident, such as a fire. Furthermore, offering benefits to the employees is critical since it shows that you care about their overall health as well as their future. A comprehensive employee benefits plan may help you recruit and retain top talent. For example, Santa's workshop is a high-risk job because employees are exposed to a variety of equipment that are both physically and emotionally hazardous. Therefore, benefits like as retirement plans, life insurance, vacation, and health insurance should be offered to the employees.
Good and comfortable accommodation for employees is also something that needs to be emphasized by employers. Employees should have their own privacy place where after a tiring day of work, accommodation is a place for them to relieve their fatigue without any interruption. Next, employees should be given a salary commensurate with the work done. They have struggled to work quickly in meeting customer demands, which sometimes they have to work late into the night to complete. In the meantime, every job also has challenges and dangers that will befall the workers. They are willing to face the matter to earn money to support themselves or their families. Moreover, the employer must take care of the welfare of each employee. This is because they are also a human being who will be tired if they work too long and will be weak and hungry if they do not give enough food. In ensuring the smooth operation of the factory, the health condition of the workers is the key to the smooth operation of the factory. They should also be given the opportunity to voice their rights if they have feelings of dissatisfaction with their employer. With this, it can make the relationship between employers and employees closer. This situation will make the production run smoothly because the employees can convey their wishes to superiors without any discrimination.